What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 6, Episode 6. And let me tell you something, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Y'all need to step yo up. Because if this what the rest of the season is giving me, I don't know, I might have to tap out. This episode was so horrible. It was giving me nothing. Let me just go on. I'm going to run through it. But this probably going to be done in 10 minutes or less. So let's go. We start this episode off with Zell, A1, and Ray J looking for this damn dog. They done drove down to Malibu looking for the dog. I don't give a damn about this dog. No disrespect. I'm glad. Now, while they there, Zell shows A1 a picture of that Lyrica done took on the gram where she's... And again, it's a beautiful picture. I thought it was a cute picture, but she got the Cookie Monster in front of her cookies. And you really can't tell that she doesn't have anything on. She might have on some bikini cut drawers because you see a shirt and you see her thighs, but that don't mean she don't have no drawers on. Like, let's be real. But you know what? This is a woman who just had a baby, whose husband just cheated on her, and she was having a moment where she was feeling sexy, she was loving herself, and she wanted to let everybody know how she was feeling. I don't care if it was a thirst trap. I don't care if she was trying to get some attention. But ain't nothing wrong with it. She wasn't naked. She wasn't showing any of her information that wasn't appropriate to show. Alright? Later on in the episode, they find the damn dog. And the person who stole the dog brought the dog back to get this $20,000 reward. But they can't prove it because, you know, the picture wasn't clear enough for them to really prove that that was the car. And he going to end up walking away with that damn $20,000 after he done stole that dog. That's really what it's going to boil down to. Princess doesn't care because she happy she got her dog back. So you know what? It is what it is. You put the reward up. It is what it is. Alright, we got Yo-Yo down at Hip Hop University. That's not what she calls it, but that's pretty much what it is. Is that what she calls it? Hip Hop U? Anyway. Mickey Monday, Mickey Mac, Miggity Mac. He shows up with his daughter. You know, he's an alumni of her school, so he's there. And they end up having a good conversation about her, you know, everything that he's got going on. He told her he had a show. He did well on it. He talked about how he's co-parenting. His girlfriend is co-parenting. I told you last week that she's the one that had the baby that was 9 months pregnant on the runway. Shouts out to you, boo. Shouts out to you. And we found out that Yo-Yo has been co-parenting. And they pretty much just have that, you know, one of those, you know, yeah, we got to do it. We got to make sure we there for our kids and blah, blah, blah conversations. You know, his daughter, she's cute. She really is a cutie. And she's talking about, you know, she ended up dancing with Yo-Yo and all of that. It's cute. Then later on in the episode, we get to meet Yo-Yo and get to know a little bit more about her family. In case you didn't necessarily know about her family, Yo-Yo has 2 daughters. Now look, Yo-Yo, I love you. I do. I love me some Yo-Yo. I have loved me some Yo-Yo since you can't play with my Yo-Yo, since I first heard her. I love her solo stuff. I got a couple of her, I'm sure somewhere. I got her CDs somewhere in my repertoire. I love you, Yo-Yo. I do. But what we not going to do, we not going to rewrite history, Yo-Yo. We not going to rewrite history. Because she said that she was pregnant with her first daughter when she had the lead role in Panthers. Now, Yo-Yo, you were in Panthers. You were in the movie Panther. But you ain't had no damn lead role. You know better. Yo-Yo, you know you ain't had no lead role. Stop it. But anyway, I love you though, Yo-Yo. I love you, boo. But you know you ain't had no damn lead role. But neither here nor there. And maybe her role was kicked down because because she was pregnant, because the role she played in the movie, she was a pregnant woman who was on drugs, blah, blah, blah. But even if she had whatever the biggest role in the movie that a woman was in, it still wasn't no lead role. Kadeem Hardison was the lead. And Bokeem Woodbine, I've seen that movie 5,000 times, so I know. Okay? Anyway, I think Bobby Brown's part might have been bigger than yours, Yo-Yo. That wasn't nice, but it was true. Moving on. But we get to meet her daughters. One daughter's living in LA and she's pregnant, so Yo-Yo's about to be a grandma. And then her other daughter lives in New Jersey with her dad. And Yo-Yo talked about, co-parenting and how, the dad stepped up and how, she was a working mom. And, how her daughter wanted to go live with the father because she wanted to go back to work. She said she hasn't been in the studio doing original music, and she's ready to get back in the studio and ready to do some different things. And so that's good to see. Now, I don't know what she gonna put out, but I'm gonna buy it because I love me some Yo-Yo. So I don't care. Whatever she put out, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care what it is. But we saw that, and she talked about that her and the father of her youngest daughter broke up because he just couldn't deal with dating someone with notoriety, and that he became very insecure dating Yo-Yo. But yeah. But that was a cute scene, and we got to know, like I said, got to learn a little bit more about Yo-Yo if we didn't know. April and Fizz. Let me tell you what I don't care about. I don't care about April and Fizz. April had to go to court. Now, here's with the dumb shit, okay? And here's where you just kicking the bear. You kicking the bear, April. You playing games. And only because, you got that arrogance about you that says I can do what I want to do and it doesn't really matter what you want me to do. And what I mean by that is, Omarion already feels some kind of way about you and Fizz's relationship, whether it's warranted or not. I don't care. I'm not getting into that. Don't give a damn. From the outside looking in, Omarion got a reason to feel some kind of way, but I'm on the outside looking in. Neither here nor there. He's already put Fizz in his court paperwork for whatever reason. So when you're going to court and y'all are deciding about, they're going to court over something as simple as where their child is going to go to school, okay? To me, that's rich people shit. But okay. And maybe poor people argue about it too, but I just don't think they do because they ain't got the money to be running back in court to have a judge tell them where their child going to go to school. But outside looking in. If you already know that the father of your children, that you already having problems with, that you already getting into it with, has a problem with this dude that you are friends with, why are you inviting him to come to court to support you? Mind you, you got 2 or 3 other friends there with you. And the judge is pissed off and irritated that the judge got to spend their hard-earned money to decide where your child is going to school. It kind of reminds me of when I look at Judge Judy, who I love, by the way. That's one of my favorite shows on TV. And Judge Judy said, I went to school for too many years for me to sit here and figure out who owes who some CDs. Like, we not getting ready to sit here and do that. And I felt the same way about that judge. Was probably like, am I really getting ready to sit here and decide where your child is getting ready to go to school? Stop it. Anyway, we have Lyrica and Princess. Basically chopping it up about once again, Lyrica, the state of Lyrica's relationship, and basically the whole, 1 minute you mad, the next minute you not. I love A1, but I've been dealing with Fidelity our whole relationship. But once we sat down and said we were going to rededicate ourselves and we were going to make this relationship work, I come to find out he cheated on me again. And there are days when I want to leave. There are days that I want to stay. Okay. Then we had this whole conversation about the dog. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I told y'all, I'm not doing this with the dog. I'm not. They found the dog. That's it. I'm done with it. And she talked a little bit about the picture with the Cookie Monster. But again, I don't see nothing wrong with that damn picture. And I ain't going to sit here and argue about this damn picture. J-Boog is trying to get Immature to go on a reunion tour. He's working with the same promoter that did the B2K tour. So here's the thing. Let me break this down for y'all real simple and easy. He got the guys to sit at the table. And basically what he explained to the guys was the split was not going to be a 3-way even split. That Marcus, was going to get more money for a couple of reasons. One, he's the lead singer of the group, which is undeniable, undisputable, he is. And 2, he's going to do a whole separate set of his solo stuff. So the third member of the group, not what's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The other one that had the little blonde hair back in the day. He's pissed off because he's like, nah, it need to be an even split. And if it's not an even split, I'm not doing it. And he said, it's always been an even split in the past. So if we can't do it the way we always done it, then I'm not going to do it. So here's the thing. This is business 101. Number one, it's a different promoter. And the promoter going to spend out his money however he chooses to spend out his money. Number two, if in the past, maybe Marcus didn't do a whole set. Think of it like this. He's being paid to do 2 jobs. Y'all are going to go on stage. Y'all going to do y'all immature thing. And then you are going to come off the stage and go in the back and get you some water, kick your feet up, take a shower, relax, while Marcus is still working. So if you break it down from that point of view of he's just being paid for his time that is equitable to what it is he's putting on stage, I don't see the argument. Again, if y'all were going to be on stage the same amount of time, maybe I see your argument. But the fact that I think Marquise is going to do a 6-song set, 6 songs is a lot of songs to perform. Okay? Bullshit. But J Boog is like, I need to get this done, because of course he's going to get a percentage of the bag for putting this whole thing together. And so he like, yo, I don't think that's a firm no. I think that's a maybe no. So I'm going to try to get this worked out. Okay. We later on see him meet up with Paris. Come to find out that the movie that Paris was doing last season that we saw her filming was his production company. They became friends. They've been friends ever since. Okay, cool. And again, he's just reiterating to her about the whole situation with the what I just say? The concert piece. Okay. The funniest part of this episode, baby. April met with Jason Lee. Jason Lee done fired April to the Hollywood Unlocked. He said, you just not bringing it. He said, I hired you. I expected some certain energy from you. I'm not getting it. He said, I get it that you got, baby daddy stuff and y'all going back and forth to court and you dealing with that. I respect it. I get it. He said, but when you are here, you not really giving me what I need you to give me. And let me show you some reviews. Let me show you what the people are saying in the chat. April got the nerve to get mad and get an attitude talking about this is some bullshit. I told you what I needed. I told you that I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to pick my child up here and I got to drop my child off there. He said, yeah, I hear all of that. But when I hired you, I told you that your office hours were Monday through Friday from whatever to whatever. You can't do that now, mean I can't use you. Now, on one hand, Jason, you was a little rough on her because Jason wasn't really giving her nothing. But on the flip side, April, you weren't being very humble either. You weren't saying, look, Jason, I kind of really need this job. And maybe I get it, you got camera balls. But maybe behind the cameras, you could have been like, okay, now that we filmed our scene, look, I need this job. Okay, my baby daddy's suing me. I ain't really got no money. The singing thing, can you work with a sister? But she talked, and then he showed her some reviews. What do I care about these reviews? What do I care? He was like, because that's how we make money. He said we already lost a sponsor. Now I think he might have been exaggerating with this one, but he said he lost a sponsor because they said she didn't have enough energy or whatever. Now I think he might have been exaggerating with that, but he could have been telling the truth. But at the end of the day, I think what Jason said is exactly what it was. He said April thinks that we're equals instead of I hired you. And I think he's absolutely correct, because that's how April was sitting there acting like they were on the same playing field, like she was 50% owner of Hollywood Unlocked instead of I gave you a job. And at the end, April got fired. Now, it's funny because at the beginning of the season, they were like, yeah, people were like, in my comments and stuff, like, yeah, she not on that show anymore. Now we know why. Bye, Hollywood Unlocked. All right. Last but not least, because like I said, all the rest of the stuff, I just don't care about. Last but not least, honey, we got A1, Lyrica, and A1 Mama, Miss Pam. Y'all. Now I think they just trolling us. With this whole Pam thing, I think they just trolling us. I think they are just trying to figure out how bad they can make this woman look on camera. She had this damn jumpsuit on that was tied right up underneath her breasts. And this red wig that I don't know what was going on with the front part of the wig. The back part of the wig looked halfway decent. I don't know what the front part was doing, but she had the little barrettes or something in it. I don't know what that was. And what is this? She got a lip piercing or whatever, but it's a big ass gaudy ring, earring. I don't know what's going on with Miss Pam. But they're at the house, and A1 is telling his mama about the thirst trap picture and how he's upset by the picture. Lyrica overhears, and Lyrica's got this real pretty storm-like wig, silver wig. I think it's really pretty. And she comes up in there, and she was like, why y'all sitting here talking about me like I'm not here? And he goes on to tell her how he got a problem with these pictures. And so, now here's my beef. Lyrica, here's my beef. I understand where you were coming from, and I understand that you're still hurt. But if you're going to forgive the man, I've said this before in other videos, if you're going to forgive somebody, you can't keep throwing it up in their face. Now, what I have a problem with is people forgive too soon. And that doesn't mean you got to be petty and hold a grudge. But if you're not ready to move on without throwing it in somebody's face every time you get mad at them, then you're not ready to forgive them. So if you and A1 are really truly working on moving on and working on y'all relationship, then you got to let this go. You can't keep throwing it in his face every time y'all get into an argument. And A1, I got a problem with this too. You slept with Summer Bunny. So all of this calling her Summer Raccoon and Summer Bummy and all that. Nah, don't do that. Don't disrespect that girl that way, because it takes two to tango. You knew you were married. She didn't have no obligation to your wife, but you did. You don't get to disrespect her now. You don't get to call her out her name. And I ain't even no fan of hers, because I think she a clout chaser. But you wrong. I didn't like that. I don't like that at all. Summer Raccoon and all that. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. But anyway, so they get to arguing, and of course Lyrica's throwing in his face, well, you were on FaceTime and you were doing this and you were doing that. And of course Pam gonna jump in it. Pam got the nerve to tell Lyrica, well, you know, sometimes women force their men to cheat on them because they don't know how to act right and they don't know how to do right. And she was saying she wasn't even gonna make you dinner because you didn't deserve dinner. Lyrica was like, he doesn't deserve dinner. He doesn't deserve me to make him dinner. And they got to getting into this three-way argument, and then A1 gonna say, you ain't gonna talk to my mama that way, you're not gonna disrespect my mama. And Lyrica was like, excuse me? Your mother is yelling at me. Your mother's being disrespectful in my house, and I still ain't really over how she talked to my mama last year. So nah, we don't even really rocking with each other like that. They get to arguing. Lyrica's like, you know what, I tell you what, peace, I'm out of here. She goes upstairs. They arguing. She just slapped him in his face, which I think is wrong. It is wrong. She done went upstairs, and when she go on the phone, who on the live? Zell on his Instagram live talking to Summer Bunny. And of course, Summer Bunny's talking shit about Lyrica, calling her Miss Piggy and this, that, and the other. And again, why are you mad at the wife? Why are you mad at the wife that you knew he had? You can't even pretend like he lied to you and led you on. You knew he had a whole wife with a baby when you was messing with him, or a pregnant wife, whatever she was at that time, but you knew he was married. So again, you don't get to disrespect her. But anyway, she comes downstairs and confronts A1 talking about something. Now look at this. And she was on live talking about somehow her and A1 still talking. He using a separate phone and they still communicating and this, that, and the other. And so, of course, that put Lyrica on 20. Lyrica goes upstairs and she starts packing a bag talking about something. You know what? I'm done. It's over. I'm out. He trying to stop her from leaving, honey. She in the driveway with that little ass overnight carry-on case talking about, get off of me! Get off of me! Honey. They even had the Love and Hip Hop security out there with them. They was getting into it, baby. But at the end of the day, that's where the episode ended. And we're going to see what we pick up next week. Peace.